I please get a volunteer to read me our goal today? Miss Olivia.
I will show my understanding of how to convert one metric unit of capacity to another by completing my quick check.
Perfect. All right, let's break down a couple of the words in there that we might not be sure of. First of all, convert. Convert is a word we've used the past couple of days, but can somebody refresh my memory on what does convert mean? If I want to convert something, Kira, what am I going to do?
Change it.
I'm going to change it. I'm going to change it from one way to another. Is there any other words in here that we feel like we need to break down that we're unsure of? What about metric? Metric. Annie.
So the metric unit of capacity is, here, let me find it. And what is it? Never mind.
Never mind. Miss Avery Paris, metric.
Metric is like meters, so there's kilometer, hectometer, decameter, meter, decimeter, centimeter, and millimeter.
It's a way to measure, right? We're talking about that measurement. What about capacity? When I'm talking about the capacity of something, what am I referring to? Eli.
How much stuff can fit in like a 3D object?
How much stuff can fit into a 3D object? Okay, yes. How much stuff can fit into a 3D object? Thank you. Okay, so we kind of understand what that is. Today we're going to be talking specifically about liters. Everybody say the word liter.
Liter.
Okay, these are the notes that I want for your hand. When we talk about liters, we are talking about liquids. That's kind of easy to remember because liter, liquid, L's. Right, guys? So, at the top of your title, I want you to write, what do I want you to write? Converting, or, like we just said, changing. Metric units of capacity, right? Now, there's only one little conversion that you need to remember today, so it's going to be super, super easy. But before we go into that, I want you to think and talk with your shoulder partner, share. What have you ever measured in liters? Go ahead and take a minute. What have you ever measured in liters? When have you heard of that? You get to share with Yeah. Water, liquids. I like that 2 liters. Soda. Now I'm going to bring up water.
Oh, I think you just make milkshakes. Yeah. Yeah. Making shakes. No. Yes.
Okay, what do you measure with liters? What do you measure with liters? Mr. Freddie?
Like liquid.
Liquids.
Like at the store, there's a big soda bottle, so those will be like 2 liters.
2 liters. How many of you, that's what you told your shoulder partner? You're like, I've seen those big soda bottles. My mom will not let me take them off. Right? 2 liters. What else? Did anybody have anything different? Morgan?
Cooking
Cooking?
and baking.
Oh, and baking. When do you use liters in those 2?
Like sometimes if you're baking like a huge cake or something, it's like please use 1 liter of flour. Like, but that's like hardly ever. But usually, sometimes.
So masses. So when we're working with liters, we're going to be focusing primarily on liquids. Okay? So maybe if you are making a mass of something and you're using liquid within that, that would work. So the conversion that I want you to write down today is really simple. It's 1 liter, and the abbreviation is a capital L, is equal to 1,000 milliliters. Milliliters. Pretty easy. Okay, now, when we convert things, we do two different operations. Who can raise your hand and tell me what operations we use when we are converting measurements? Ready?
Division and multiplication.
Division and multiplication. Now, how in the world do I know when to divide or when to multiply? Samuel, how do I know?
Well, you know, because if the number is bigger or if the number is smaller than the other.
Yep. Depending on what you're converting it to, you decide if that number, if the measurement is bigger or smaller. If those units are smaller or larger, that's how you decide. So, I will ask you, class, from what we learned yesterday about the metric system, which do you think is a larger portion, a liter or a milliliter? Indy?
A liter.
A liter. 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters. Wow, that's a lot, right? So what types of things do you think we would measure with milliliters? What do you think we should measure with milliliters? We're staying within that liquid. Can anybody think? Elliot?
Medicine.
Perfect, right? You have those little medicine cups. They're like, don't take too much, right? They're little portions. Olivia?
A Capri Sun.
A Capri Sun?
Guys are making me thirsty today.
Mateo? Left you? Indy?
Baking when you're using like really small ingredients.
Baking when you're using the really small ingredients, the liquid ones, right?
This goes with Elliot's, but like for like doctors, they might use milliliters when they're about to give someone a shot, like how much of that medicine they put in.
I like it. Creative. Okay, so let's do one example in your Ian's, and then we'll roll on to whiteboards, okay? So if I had 2 liters, from what we know here, if I had 2 liters, remember that abbreviation is that capital L, how many milliliters would that equal? What do you think we're going to do to solve that? Do you think we're going to multiply or divide, and what are we multiplying or dividing? Avery Paris.
We would multiply, and you'd multiply it by 1,000, since in every liter there's 1,000 milliliters.
You got it, girly. So we just decided that we said, okay, we have 2 liters. That equals 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters. So 2 liters equals 2,000 milliliters. You guys got it. All right, you can move over to your whiteboard. This is an example where we multiply to get the bigger number. Let's go the other way. I want you to do this on your whiteboards with me, please. If I had 275 liters, how many milliliters would that be? If I had 275 liters, how many? Yes, Elliot, good. Good. Attaboy Quinn. Good. Good. Good, Avery Paris. Good. Yes. Look at your math one more time. Good, Gracie. How are you doing? Perfect. There you go. What did you get, Andrew? And how did you get your answer?
I got 275,000.
200.
I got it by multiplying 275 by 1,000.
Beautiful. Why did you decide to multiply it by 1,000?
Because 1 liter equals 1,000 milliliters.
So you knew you had to multiply it. Very good. Do I have any questions of why he chose to multiply it by 1,000 or why he chose to multiply instead of divide? Any questions about that, Samuel?
Well, since there's 1,000, could you just put 3 zeros on the end?
That's a great trick. We were talking about that a little bit. Think back to our multiplication tricks from the very beginning of the year. When you were multiplying something by 10, 100, or 1,000, can you just add how many zeros there are at the end of it?
Yeah.
Absolutely you can. And you'll be doing that all day, so that's a really good trick, right? All right, let's do one more. 25,000 milliliters will go into how many liters? You guys. Good, thank you, Olivia. Yes. Look again. Look again. Good, Avery. Great, Quinn. Good job, Indy. Look again, Mr. Eli. Decide. There you go.
I actually
Good, Stella. Decide. Are you going to multiply or divide? Are you going to multiply? Good. Give me a fist to 5 fist. Miss Maggie, there's nothing I understand about this. You're talking a different language. 5, I could teach this in my sleep. I understand it. I get it. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to pass out our 3 different papers for Math Center. What I will ask is that you wait until I'm done passing out all of them before you move it to your Math Center. Let's review really quick. Where do our prodigy people go? To table 1. Where are our math games going? To tables 4 and 3. And then what's that third center? Everybody point to where it is. Back with me. So if you have a reteaching in the upper right hand corner, come back with me first. If you have practice, I want you to go to Prodigy, table 4 for Prodigy. And if you have enrichment, you are going to go to math games. But please put your bumper in your seats until I pass out all the papers so it doesn't become crazy. Don't need anything like if you're at tables 1, 4, or 3, go ahead and clear off your desk so people can play math games. You may now move to your correct center. On your phalanges, what noise level I like during Math Center. Now show me with your voices. Perfect. Let's keep it at a really reasonable level, okay? You know what to do?
So,
13-5. So this was easy peasy. Okay. Hold on to the circle. Keep going. So you check these really quick.
I can't.
estimation.
That's a lot, right?
This one I get 200
Get bathtub. You don't really go on that. Okay, so think of those soda bottles. 2 of those, you know, that's 2 liters. It'd be a great bath. Okay. What about bars with different other measurements? Is it because that you just go one or the other today?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. Let's just read that because I didn't even know what you're supposed to do. Wait, I don't And this is right here.
Just to make sure that I can see it.
10. 6.
Give me back. Ooh, that one was a quick step. Okay, follow my instructions very carefully. Please. Please head back to your seats. Get your not yet. Get your math Ian's out. Open up to a blank page. iPads can go back here. Games can all go back here. Let's do this as quickly and as quietly, meaning silently as possible. Go. Table 5. Thank you. Table 4 is almost there. There. Table 1. Thank you. To that math section. Write the date in the upper right hand corner on a blank page. And we're going to do a little journal. I want you to tell me, and we're not going to do this for length, I'm just going to ask you to write until I say stop, how you can use these metric conversions in everyday life. How is this helpful to you? How is this day in 5th grade going to better you as a whole person? Right? Why are we doing it? What's the point? Things that you can think of. So, I want you to use this time. I'm going to give you until 9:51 to go ahead, maybe just 9:50, to write this. I'm going to write the prompt on the